We're live.
Now we're gonna start singing
Hey, let's not talk this time.
What's going on? Right now, John's listening to music on his phone.
Yeah. What the fuck?
What the hell?
You know,
Let's Eric for a show.
We're supposed to be getting ready to do our show?
Right now, he's listening to music. What song are you listening to on iTunes? Right?
Maybe he's watching, what's that show? That sounds familiar. The A-Team. Yeah. I bet he's watching the A-Team.
I pity the fool who watches the A-Team door locked and loaded.
All right, welcome to 2
Minutes
Minutes.
14.
Welcome to 2 Minute a Baby. Oh my god!
Well, we can tell you who the baby is.
Welcome everybody to another edition of the most appropriately given name, The Shit Show. I am on week 198 of trying to actually get the fucking shit to play without somebody jumping in.
What the hell are you talking about?
Crew night tonight. And for those folks out there that are wondering, yes, we had a guest. There was a small complication. And
It's 8 o'clock. I didn't realize it was 8 o'clock. My bad.
Oh my god, it doesn't end. Christine, I just want to say you're a saint. Just throwing that out there.
Put up with?
I suppose you're just going to get all pissy on us because PBR might be coming to an end.
Hey,
That's why he's
Oh,
Right away.
Oh, I'm in a grocery store when I get that information, and I'm like, what the fuck? What? Oh,
Tis not
No.
good.
No, I'll fully admit. Well, first of all, welcome everybody back to the PBR. No, I will fully admit that I don't
Oh, we're on the air.
know shit what's going on. I know Miller is suing them, and then someone just told me that if Miller wins, PBR will be ended.
On thoughts, comments, concerns, questions.
Concerns? I have a lot of concerns, Joey. That'd be like them telling you the New York brewery place there, whatever that is, the reason and all. 6 point gone.
We're cutting out. What'd you say?
I said that'd be like them telling you the 6 point brewery was gone.
Oh, 6 point, yeah. But 6 point is actually big to give a shit about.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
an ass.
I mean, really, how can you lose any sleep over PBR folding?
no
Wait, shit,
smile
you've
money.
had the-
PBR was
wait,
not
he's had-
not Miller the whole time. No.
John, you've had the Bengalese, so you know what you'd be missing if 6 point left.
Yeah, I've had the Bengalese. Yes,
I mean,
yes. Is this
the only
John?
thing, the only
Is
thing
this
worse
John, your
than
Bengalese is in.
the only thing worse than PBR is Miller High Life.
They're saying Miller High Life is the best.
Champagne is shit.
All right, I'm out of here. I was this close to having a Miller High Life sitting right here next to me, but I said, no, I got lead slingers I bought today, so I'm going to drink that.
Good choice. Good choice. Let's slingers.
Oh, see, even though officially the vegan thing has come to an end, we still, believe it or not, had a veggie pizza for dinner tonight. I chopped up a fresh habanero pepper that my sister, golden habaneros that my sister and my mother grew for me. The plant is here and it's still producing. Oh, and I was thinking I'm gonna order some Coke with it and have Coke and some whiskey. And then I realized the only whiskey I have is there's blended. Wait. We got single malt, we got blended, and then we have what I created. NIHAP sent me like 4 flasks, and I dumped them all into one bottle. So Lord knows what that is. But I just decided that with everything going on, I'm actually enjoying the healthier part. So I decided not to have pop. So instead, now I'm having Christine popped open a thing of Black Lux from Stella Rosa. It's actually pretty good. So, guys, welcome to another fun and exciting show. I know a bunch of you are wondering what the hell because Josh, FJ55 Iron Pig, was supposed to be here. I keep my fingers crossed and pray that everything's going okay. A good friend of him and his wife had surgery today. It didn't go entirely as planned, so Josh isn't here because they are babysitting their friends' kids. So he should be. He's planning on being with us next week. So that's why I got the gear shifted here into crew night. Which, to be totally honest, nothing against Josh or any guests that we have. Usually, that's the most fun because, if we start to run out of content, we just go to the boys in the chat room, which at this moment in time is Jolson, Poco Loco, Mark, Johnny Concho, Smile Money, Black Dog, Matt Davis. It's too loud. You're too old. Who else is in there?
Stalker Steve.
Stalker Steve.
J-Dog.
J-Dog.
Yeah, the
Douglas.
other High Life bitch in there.
Douglas
Along
and
companies there too.
Christopher.
My friend.
Douglas.
So welcome everybody and the staff as it is right now. I don't know what happened with Johnny Watson. Maybe last week he told me he wasn't going to be able to make it this week, but Johnny's not here. So we've got Jim in the Southern Command where right as we speak, is that a bag of ballots behind you?
There's nothing to see here.
A bag of what?
Welcome to
Nothing. It's a box of Firefly.
It's a
Mom.
Wookiee. That's not a cover over 5 boxes of ballots for Gillum. And
When Jim stands up, I distinctly can see a hanging Chad.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, Chad looks pretty fucking happy. So then we got
Yeah, well, it's cold, so he's little. It's a little Chad right now.
La 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 la.
we got Joey, who is now behind even deeper into enemy lines.
Oh, we are so fucked. So fucked.
Well,
See,
you got
that
Cortez.
too is
You got
going into effect.
Cortez. I mean, she's a fucking rocket scientist. Boy, let me
Idiot.
tell you.
What was it, the whole thing with Amazon saying that they're going to bring more jobs to New to
Yeah,
the state? And she's like freaking out. Oh, no, it's so bad for us.
Who's that?
They're coming to Brooklyn in her district, and she doesn't want more jobs in her district. She wants more
25,000
free
jobs.
free housing instead of 25,000 jobs. She's a fucking rocket scientist.
Yeah, that she's saying what was the other part of it? That she's saying how the people of Amazon should join up and be a union.
Right? And she's saying, well, Amazon can't guarantee that they're hiring nothing but people from Brooklyn. I'm like, they got a whole fucking city to hire from. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But hold on,
She's already started shit in the Democratic Party and ain't even been sworn in yet.
Sworn in.
Is that
She
that
thinks
girl?
she's going to take the oath of office. So I don't know. But
Oh.
Yeah,
you know,
she's going to get inaugurated.
Yeah, that's it. Be a little lenient on her though.
Oh,
no,
it's a
not
lot
at all.
lot for her to comprehend.
That's the chick.
She
that's
can't afford
jumping
an
in a
apartment in
box
DC, so it is a lot of stress for her. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She was a
Yeah.
bartender, so she
You
does
wanna
know
let
what she's
Christine
talking
have a
about.
word in edgewise here, buddy?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. All I was going to say, and these are the people that are going to make decisions for us?
Oh, that's such
What
awesome
the
people.
hell?
The awesome people that live in New York City voted her in.
But you gotta understand something. She's the
I don't
youngest
have to understand
woman
shit.
ever.
That's what you
Ever.
don't understand.
Is she the youngest person to ever?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's
the
29 years old.
youngest congressperson ever elected.
She's 29.
29.
29.
She
She's
still
got a
smells like pee.
bachelor's-
What the hell does she got a job like that for?
She's got
She's
a
29,
bachelor's
she
in
was-
economics and hasn't got a clue of what economics is.
Oh,
You learn a lot about ebonics.
Ebonics.
bar. I mean,
As
the
a
economics.
bartender?
According to
Hello
her,
to
yes.
Tactical Wingnut, Stacker Steve, big redneck papa, Mr. Holster. Just thought-
Johnny Concho.
Johnny Concho. Thought I'd throw that out there since you guys were having your economic meltdown.
No, she first day they let her into the building just to get, I guess do whatever they got to do. She was she hosted a fucking sit-in against Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, I saw something about that. I was like, what the
He's
hell?
a fucking
And isn't that
moron.
against the law or something? You can't
Well-
be doing demonstrations in wherever the location was. I forget.
No, they do it all the time. They do it. They were doing it against Republicans during the whole Kavanaugh thing. So hey, fair's fair. But they also took they had, I guess, an incoming, of all the new representatives. They took a picture, and they told her, they had her all the way out to the side like she was a staffer or something. Then they said they had a new congressman fucking dinner, and the one guy said, "You need to get out of here. You're not. You're a staffer. You're not. You're
Oh
not."
my god.
There's- So she's been getting dissed all over DC, man.
She's not gonna last at all.
That's a-
Oh, but she will.
Yeah, she'll stay. Socialism will the people in her district are dumb as dog shit. Obviously, when you play the part of Santa, you're gonna win.
Hello
Try
to
to
Wade. Hello to Wade Little. Hello to David Evans. Otis 71.
Peter.
Peter.
Gazziti.
Peter, yes.
Well, what's the other bad news that I heard about? Is it Seattle? That I-639
dude.
or 6 whatever?
That's like socialism at its finest.
Did you hear
That's
ours?
definitely-
Did you hear our big thing in Maine? They wouldn't concede the race, so they went to that thing that I said they were going to use to steal elections. This ranked choice voting, and now imagine in Maine, if nobody gets 50%, what they do is they then go behind closed doors and go, well, let's see what everybody else had for other choices. And then there's a group of people behind closed doors who get to go, well, there's a bunch of people had a second choice, and they liked him better. So, in Maine, you do not have to win the election. You could be somebody's second or third choice, and you win. If there's enough second or third choices. It's called a ranked choice voting. I was talking about this when we first started talking about this crap, and son of a gun, if it didn't happen. Jared Golden, who did not win the election, went right in and took the election on this ranked choice thing, as a bunch of people picked him as a second and third choice. And so he won for that.
By popularity.
What?
Nope, no popularity at all. Yep, he was not elected. He won on a second and third tier.
And real quick, John, Stalker Steve just sent in two more. I do believe two more numbers,
Okay. Let me
and
pop
it is
over there.
confirmed.
Just came.
It's confirmed.
I'll pop over there right now.
I don't know. There's so
I
much
just don't
bullshit.
understand how the stupid person that's going to go to the political arena, shall we say, and is going to last. They're going to eat her alive.
Well, no, and that's true. Well, and what was it? David just was mentioning. Well, Matt Davis is out, and I want to say he's out in Oregon or Washington, and it's the I-1639 was the what Eric was talking about. David said something about the California wildfires. Yeah, it's funny how out there. I actually saw a graphic that showed where the fires are, and then they overlaid that highly controversial high speed rail system's going to go. And guess where the fires are exactly?
Yeah, I saw that.
And then there's pictures, there's drone footage of neighborhoods. Every house is burnt to the ground, but all the trees around it are still standing. I'm like, and they're green, and I'm like, what?
It looks like
So yeah,
there's some
there's some weird shit going out there, and they're killing motherfuckers in this shit.
Is there people in that car?
I saw a video this morning. It was a our show, like a live YouTube call-in show, and they had a guy a video out on the beach. You could see green foliage, yet the cars were all burnt, but there didn't appear to be any damage to the sand. There was a freaking helicopter burnt out on the beach.
Oh, you're talking about Malibu.
Yeah, Paradise City or whatever.
Yeah, that. Well, that's up north, but they're also down all the way to the beach at Malibu.
Wow.
I want to see the loss there in Malibu.
Standing in the role of Johnny Watson is Jolson.
Okay, then you don't need me. I'm going. Bye.
No, princess. Sit it right back down, princess.
No, I'm not here.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going down right now.
But yeah, Matt Davis is talking about what you said about that in Washington, the 1639. There is one chief of police, and who the hell is making all that scratchy fucking noise?
Jolson?
Jolson.
Everybody blame Jolson.
He's so tired.
First day on the
He's not just
job, and he's already screwed the pooch.
But there is a chief of police that said he came out in Washington. He said it's in, I guess, Republic, Washington is the city. He vowed not to enforce those anti-Second Amendment laws. So, yeah.
Good.
Government planes with lasers.
And then another.
It's a freaking laser.
And I saw another comment that with everything going on, Trump, and this was the exact word of the headline. I never did read it. I said, "Fuck it." Now with the second Congress and all this shit going down, Trump is going to take a second run at some kind of gun bill, and I'm just like, I don't see it happening.
I don't know. Who knows?
It'd be nice if in the last 2 years they would actually put through at least a Hearing Protection Act or something.
Nice shirt, Jolson. We're wearing our Ed shirts.
I'm wearing my moist hands or accurate hands shirt.
So in other words, you're not wearing a shirt. You're just holding the towel.
Yeah, just holding a thing of Vaseline.
Oh, and Pete Scazziti said he finds it funny how the celebs want to use guns to protect their shit from looters, like down in Malibu and shit. Like, was it Corey Hart and a bunch of them guys are. If you come loot, we're gonna shoot you on sight, and they spelled sight SITE.
Oh God.
So I did the whole not grammar Nazi thing and went the little star thing and went SIGHT. So yeah, I love how those communist motherfuckers, yeah, we don't need assault rifles, but they're out there with ARs and fucking shotguns, saying if you loot here, we're going to shoot you.
It always amazes me that they're always against things, but then when it benefits them, they're all for it.
That's pretty much how everybody works.
It's do as I say, not as I do.
Mhm.
I don't see their armed security sitting there with pointy sticks.
No. Radio, yes, thank you, Smell Money.
Matt Davis, sorry to hear that you lost all your guns in a boating accident.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
I hate when that happens.
Awful.
Yeah, it's the darnest thing.
It's sad.
Well, trust me, if this recon up for governor would have went the other way, my gun collection was heading to all kinds of places.
What? Matt, he had a terrible boating accident. He lost all of his guns.
For real.
But the boat
I
came
know.
back to, but the boat floated back to the top, and he was able to save himself. So congratulations on that.
I can't hear.
John, you are breaking up like
Yeah.
nobody's
Am I really?
fucking business, dude.
He's choppy.
Yes. Sorry.
Oh, that leaves John's line open.
Yeah, 818-532-9773.
5773. And don't call Horner's phone because, one, I don't know where the fuck it is.
Okay, so
I got my
everybody that saw the brew review last night, I just want to give a big shout out to millspin.com. I always want to giggle when I say that because I think of Meat Spin. But Millspin, a veteran-owned company, said that they would be honored to make us 3 #BeLikeEd Glock backplates, 3 different ones. The one that Jim asked for, the one that Christine asked for, and the one that I wanted. And then we are going, when we get them in, as soon as they come in, Jim will be giving his away on his in the hangar with the Hornet Fixer on Wednesday night. I will be giving mine away on this show, and Christine will be giving hers away on her show. And how you guys want to do it is completely up to you. Christine had kind of a cool idea, and it will stay a cool idea until she announces it.
Well, I've been up since 4. Jolson.
Yeah.
Well, my mother buys Skippy peanut butter. They're crunchy.
So I just wanted a big thanks to Millspin. They if you are definitely interested in some cool stuff, they have everything from bulletproof coasters, bottle openers of different kinds of bottle openers, hundreds and hundreds of back plates for Glock pistols, right down to you can just put whatever you want on it, and they'll engrave it. And
John put the address in there at millspin.com in case anyone's interested.
Yeah, so if you guys want to check them out, I just thought the gentleman I was speaking to, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think he might be the owner, Dana. And all I did is just told him what we were gonna do with them, and a little story about Ed. And I got a nice long email back saying, thank you, because he recognized my order from ordering a previous one, and said that he'd be honored to help us out. So just a big thank you to Dana at Millspin.
I'm glad you keep saying that right. That's for sure.
Yeah, I almost have to have a note.
I was waiting for you to mess that up. I really was.
Don't say Meat Spin. Don't say Millspin.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Did you really just do that to him?
Yes, I did.
Hey, let's come over here and tickle my pickle.
Yeah, yesterday was National Pickle Day.
Yesterday was National Pickle
Day?
Day?
Yesterday was National Pickle Day.
Oh, was McFly enjoy his pickle?
Hey, Eric, I just got your Google Hangout invite in my spam folder. Wow, it's only a fucking hour late.
And did something happen, or did I?
Oh wow!
Did the comment show up on your video?
No, it's not on. I didn't see it on the video, but I saw it on my in my. You go to your creator studio or whatever, and it's in all the comments under community. Which I didn't get, and I didn't realize they had like 15 comments, and I don't have.
Find you.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Microphone.
Unknown call. I told him I will find you.
I have a special set of skills.
Yes.
Hey, I know this is radio, but I gotta share this with the guys in the chat. Whoop, wrong one. But real quick, this is what I'm having for. This is what I'm having for.
What's that?
For Thanksgiving dinner right here. So.
What the? Ooh.
A turkey and an octopus and lobster?
Crab.
Crab?
Yeah.
All smashed into one.
It's a Florida turkey.
It's like a turkey.
You've heard of the turducken. Well, you can make up your own word for that one.
I don't even know what kind of word you'd make up for that.
Are you having hanging Chad stuffing on the side?
Well, no, it's up its ass.
Oh.
Right. And back to the radio show.
Up its ass. There ain't no hanging Chad.
It looks good, actually. I like all three.
It's an 8-handed chicken with crabs.
So Dr. Steve says he has no sound.
But everybody else is saying that they have sound, so.
Pretty Refresh.
What was that?
Did she
Milk,
just
Shut
scare
milk
them?
spin.
Shelby!
Bas- What is going on?
The dog just grabbed the headphones and is clearing the desk.
Hang on!
I was like, holy shit. She was moving quick.
Is she yelling at the dog in German?
Get out there! Don't drop my wine!
Oh, I thought she said 9. Just don't
That
drop
fucking
my
dog
wine.
is dead if it touches the wine.
Remind me to find a wireless headset for her. This is like
I have a nice one in my semi.
I'm telling you, she has wiped out the headset like 8 times.
I got a semi for you right here.
What, semi stiffy?
It's only because the door's open and it's cold.
So, David, and I want to say, did you say hi to Scott Maury? Did you know I don't remember if we mentioned him in the chat room. Scott's in the chat room, and of course, first thing he says is basketspin.com for all your Richter sex toy needs. And then David, of course, says milspin /basket/hornetfixer.com.
MILF spin? Oh,
MILF spin, yes. Or in my case, it would be GILF.
Guilt,
spin.
yeah.
Because,
I was
you
gonna
know.
say.
Okay, so all of a sudden I hope Dana from MILFspin is not listening to this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Oh,
or
shit.
Gandorf
Oops.
spin.
Don't listen to
That's
Lock
not-
and Loaded. Nothing to see here. These are not the. This is not the podcast you're looking for.
Yeah. Johnny Concho's right. It's all Jolson's fault.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gosh, the dog almost killed me and took my wine with me. What the hell?
With her, not you.
What the hell?
That would not be good.
No.
Besides that, after 5
No
weeks of
longer
vegan, how much of this wine can you have?
The rest of the bottle.
Yeah, that bottle that was full right before the show
She
started.
just
I was
lifted
kinda
the
worried
bottle
that
up.
All I see is glass.
Yeah, she just lifted it up
And
and
it's
over
not
half
dark
of it's just
colored
see-through.
anymore.
It's like, wow.
Nope.
She said, nope.
With no hesitation whatsoever.
Right?
818.
Yeah, 818-532-9773.
The next person that calls 818-532-9773 is going to get a free AR-15.
Oh,
Just give the word free.
Well, we have our first pictures here. Let's go
Now
ahead.
she's getting the hot flashes. Look out.
Oh, come on.
Oh, man.
It's not
Damn
act-
it, somebody won it.
What would be really funny is if they ever put a show in that spot.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
No, they can't. I have that slot.
I've seen ball warmers too.
Okay.
Yeah, to
Well,
kill the
hey.
broke hand.
You need to send her to. I mean, what? God damn, I got the hiccups.
Oh, yeah. Poco Loco's giving out a free set of crabs.
How you doing?
Uh-huh. Yeah, eventually we'll get this whole phone thing. I mean, we do have a phone.
Yeah.
I mean,
I have
if you're
a phone
really
number.
bored, you
I have
can
a phone number
text.
too.
John Solar.
Yeah, you can text John Solar.
But he's muted himself because he hasn't figured out why he's breaking up.
You can't hear me at all right now.
What's that?
J-Dog, I am not answering the phone right now. Oh, wait a second. Hang on.
Oh, he said, oh, wait a second.
Hello? No. The number forwarded.
Who is it? I can't hear.
J-Dog.
Oh. Oh.
I like how we're supposed to have a phone, but instead people just circumvent the system.
Just call you direct, yeah.
Oh, the bummer part is you're the second caller. We already gave away the AR. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gone.
Okay, I'm done.
He He's done.
So, are you working?
Nah, I'm at home.
Oh.
I'm out for deer season.
How's that working out for you?
It hasn't started
Well,
yet.
my friend was supposed to go with me, but it gets Saturday off, so we can't go until like Saturday night. I was like, motherfucker, I'm gonna drive out Friday night. I'm over here one. So I guess I'm waiting until tomorrow to go.
My problem with deer season is it falls in a cold time of the year.
Well, we can go bow hunting, which is like way warmer.
I know. It's like.
You got to make sure your hair looks good for the radio.
Well, I didn't feel like, impersonating Bozo the Clown.
Listen. She's gonna get dustied up by iHeartRadio tomorrow, so don't worry about it.
Oh,
I'm going to lose iHeartRadio tomorrow?
No, you're gonna get all dustied up for iHeartRadio.
Not dustied.
Oh.
Gussied.
Whatever.
And in
Not
case
saying
Oh.
Dustied up. I mean, who the hell gets
Gussied
dustied
up?
up?
See,
Well,
I said
see-
dustied up, but you just didn't understand what I said.
it hasn't been said,
Foofing.
hi to Bearded CB and Brian McCown.
Hello.
Okay. So,
So, caller, did you have any questions?
No, it's kind of when you say they are.
Oh.
Even though the other caller, the caller didn't connect because it was disconnected. So that was my default.
Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, you're the second caller. We already gave it away.
every time I drink wine, it's like freaking hot flash. I like for the days when this didn't happen.
You can come over and see Christine's hot flash.
It's too loud, you're too old, killed a decent 8-pointer last week. That's what I need. John's got this big fan on his shoulder, much like one of those
I got boom
boom
box.
box.
So when are you gonna come over and do a brew review?
Depending on what happens tomorrow, I'll probably come over tomorrow.
This
I know it's supposed to be deer season, but
You better
Dear.
hurry up because we have dinner date at 5 o'clock.
scheduling figured out, so I don't want to drive out like 3 times.
Yeah, the brew review will have to happen fairly early tomorrow because we have a dinner date out in Gary. So, yeah, check with your peeps and let me know.
Yep. All right, let's get back to it. So,
Okay. Good luck with the deer thing.
The modern firearm season's done for the year, I thought.
He's in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Oh, that's right. He's on
Yeah.
the other side.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, you be good. I have to take the next call.
and that leaves your line open.
see you in the chat room.
Okay, bye.
Okay, that was not 818-532-9.
Yeah,
That was
he's yeah.
8675.
Yeah, he's cheating.
Hey,
So-
turn on the fan.
If anybody, no.
Oh Jesus!
If anybody is
I'm gonna go
interested,
open up that door.
the text line.
You ain't got a hair on. You go ahead.
See if you get the right.
The text line, if you have questions or interesting pictures for John Solar,
Oh, Jesus.
is 1-662-579-8506.
And he really likes shitters. Can I turn the fan on?
Sure.
Oh, did you shut the heat off?
Little
Yes.
shitters, hairy
Okay.
shitters,
Now, she knows that
shit shitters.
Shitters in the woods.
I'm not the one who told you you
In the
couldn't turn
bush.
the fan off. But I'm the one who's getting the whole he likes shitters. Send him.
Oh, and by the way, It's just a fan in the bush, in the bush, in the bush.
Well, thank God. No, I have
What
to go get a
Put your
jacket.
parka on.
I have
What
to go
was the text number again?
Hold on.
662-579-8506.
Did you all get that? For everybody that said he went too fast.
Did you have your two glasses?
662-579-8506.
So, Jolson, these headphones, they're are they Bluetooth or what are they?
Yeah, they're Bluetooth, but then you just, get a little Bluetooth thing where that plugs into a USB port or
So is it
whatever.
cordless?
She's right.
I
Right out
love
of
it.
the
Now,
bottle.
just for everybody to say no.
Right out of the
She's
bottle.
got a bottle, and she's almost done it. She's chugging that last little bit.
Right,
She goes,
she's
"So
chugging
these-"
that fucking bottle.
She's like,
That
so,
heat is
so
killing her, dude.
are these wireless headphones cordless?
They're
So
I don't know if wireless
This
headphones are
wine
actually
bottle won't get
cordless
caught
or
in the
not.
cord, will it?
well, we do want to mention some people who showed up in the chat room that I don't think we've mentioned. Is Bearded Seabees here? Brian McCowan, because he said it's ball warmers and tank scrubbers. He said he got one from Bowie and it kind of smells funny, but hey,
It is what it is.
it is what it is. And okay.
I like how she just looks at the last bit of that bottle. She's like, it's going that right now. Eric ran over and got her 4 more bottles. And he's writing
J-Dog.
lucky. He's writing lucky on one right now.
J-Dog wrote the wrong number. That's fucking funny right there. David, there's not a actual call in. That was just J-Dog calling Eric's phone number. You can text us at 662-579-8506, and John Solar will read your text on the air, and we can converse that way.
Right.
We don't
It's
have.
not
We don't have.
622?
Yeah, it's not 622. No, it's 662.
the problem is at least in the configuration that I have it in right now, so there's no echo. J-Dog can basically only talk to everybody out there, but can't hear anybody on staff.
Here's your next
Oh.
one right here.
Oh, here's our first meme for the night. Something God damn it. Something tells me you're cheating on me. Him. Why can't something ever tell you to suck my dick, Karen?
Sounds like a personal issue.
And
Well,
the
you
last
know,
bit goes down
hey.
the big bottle.
Yeah, and the last of the bottle just
Empty.
goes, yes.
Just
Wow.
like, sounds like a personal problem.
So that's
Chug,
like
chug, chug.
39 minutes. Well, we'll call it 40. Let's just call it 40 minutes. And that bottle's gone, baby.
That's
I
not a
guess that
record, though.
vegan diet did you good, and you're ready to be off of it.
No alcohol for 5 weeks for her.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to repeat what Stalker Steve just hashtagged.
Lovely.
I'm not sure why this is here, but here you go. Here's your next one.
I can't
If she
read that.
does it the winter, we can go camping in the snow and spoon naked to keep warm.
Well, and what was it? And what
the
was?
fuck have you? You have
have-
issues. LOL.
Wait, you're sending that text
I need to
between
get.
me and
I
you?
need to get off of here now. We're done. I can't talk.
Remember.
We're done.
That was private.
LOL. Don't do that anymore where you do that. Stop doing that. I told you last time. Quit freaking doing that. She's like,
I always
LOL.
do that.
No, it's this. It's that mic and goes for it.
And now Battle Beam is in the house.
Oh boy.
What?
And
the
I don't
hell?
even want to know what the guys in a chat room like.
Mario
Scott's going. I tried to send a dick pic, but my camera won't zoom in that close.
and Beard CB82 is in there.
Please do not send me dick pics. tracks. For the love of God.
Well, you know what's going to happen now, don't you?
Now, oh, you're gonna get them.
I'm gonna send them all to Christine. She's gonna go like this.
Here, I'll
I don't know if
compromise.
I don't
Thank
know
you,
if I'm
Mallet.
that way.
I got a stick.
Is Eric?
Sit.
Oh, I'm
Sit.
sorry. Is Eric cold?
Yes. Wussy boy.
Fucking put on a goddamn.
for the
You got a
next
jacket
question.
on the fucking chair right behind you. Put
For
it
the
on.
next, well, I like to be a drama queen.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank
Yes, we know.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
for your next question, what is the most interesting?
Wow.
I had a funny feeling
Okay.
that might stop you in your tracks.
That is all wrong. Her tatas are lumpy.
Yeah, and they're real, and she's tattooed. And is that somebody's wife?
Don't really know. Not sure.
Don't
if that's
wanna
an
know.
The viewer.
Blah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Eric, you were going to say you wanted to know.
Oh, that was
Squirrel.
that classic game show line. The question was, I think it was, what was the name of that show? Love
Oh.
Connection.
Excuse me.
What is the question was, what is the most interesting place you've made love? And
Whoopee.
she said, in my butt, Bob.
In my butt, Bob. My butt, Bob?
How much is the rent for this gorgeous apartment? What? I didn't
Whoopee.
get to read the last line.
Sir, this is a liquor store.
They're coming in fast and furious.
Can you imagine living in a beer store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dream I have every now and then.
Yeah.
That's called my ultimate fucking reality. Wait,
The whiskey. We'll find Jim in the whiskey.
Oh, what the hell is that?
fucking John, stop it!
Oh my god.
What I got is a picture.
That's
Oh,
disgusting.
I missed the last one. Show the last one.
Hold on, there's more coming in right now. They're coming in fast
I
and furious.
was typing a love letter to Small Money.
Yes, it already is a
Fifth, though.
A shit show.
It's already a fifth, though.
How much of that wine have you drunk?
half the bottle in 39 minutes.
Oh boy.
Half the bottle. That bottle's freaking gone.
American Ghostbusters.
Mexican Ghostbusters.
Like,
Now, where did you get the? No, wait,
so,
but where did you get
so wine makes you dyslexic, too?
Where did you get? You just
I
put
don't
like a
know
whole
how
bunch of
she got
extra
it.
letters
She
in there.
must
She's
have
like,
Wow, wow,
She
we
just
look
saw
at the
I
time.
can.
gotta
She
go.
didn't look at the first three letters. So.
Time, I gotta go.
And Christine still thinks my cack is Mexican.
If my cat is Mexican.
Yes. Did I spill?
Oh my god.
All of a sudden, I'm running an adult daycare.
All of
Now
a
you,
sudden,
hey, now hold on. Now you know how Christine feels like 24 hours a day with you.
Welcome to my world.
That
You can drink
actually,
me.
that was actually one of the favorite banners. There was this little bar
Oh,
we
yeah.
used to go to for lunch
Yep.
when I was in the union. And they had a big banner on the side of the bar. It said, adult daycare, inquire within.
That's so true. Redheads, for the few men brave enough. That also goes for women because, redhead right there, sitting next to me.
She's,
Okay.
I'm going to need a moment.
Yeah, I need to go.
Here comes the moose knuckle.
Junction.
That's
Knuckle
Evan's.
Junction. I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why we can't get a sponsor.
Or on iTunes.
Yeah.
There's a fishing picture.
What's your-
There's a
What's
fishing
your
picture.
show about? People send us dick pics and titties.
but nobody can see
She's
them
trying to
except
get
for
the
the
fish
people in
drunk with the beer.
I guess. Keeping
Is
them
that a
alive.
panfish? Or what do you call that?
A fish?
It's called a blue- That's
Yeah.
called a bluegill.
Fish.
It's a bluegill.
By Yet the thing is this is a radio show, so they can't see the pictures.
Well, there was this girl in a bathing suit in the water, and she's holding this fish, and she's got a beer, and she's trying to pour the beer into the fish's.
Yeah, you can
Mouth.
catch this later on video podcast nowhere.
Yeah. And she's got a nice chest.
Video. Mario asked you a question there, Eric.
Where's the shitbag cobra at?
Probably watching Brokeback Mountain again.
Yeah. There's a Brokeback Mountain special on FX. I'm thinking probably over there.
Well, if he wants to listen to the soundtrack, I can surely send it to him.
Mr. Holster sent you something.
Brokeback Mountain 2, A Night in a Mud Hole. Oh, that's I'm gonna take a break on that one.
I want
Mountain
that
Dew.
picture.
That was your hat.
I know.
Kelly, where are you, girlfriend? Yeah, baby. You
Yeah,
okay?
actually, John,
Yeah.
why don't you save that one? And I know,
Eric,
I know.
I'll send it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna use that as an intro to the brewery review.
Oh, absolutely.
No.
You gotta read it. People can't hear you. They don't know what you see.
You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for.
Describe that picture.
Pecker and
Well,
a pumpkin.
Someone carved a pumpkin, and it looks like some guy is
Very, very happy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sitting on the toilet.
Yeah.
at
It's
the
a
commode.
Blumpkin.
Pecker and
He's
the
getting a
pumpkin.
Blumpkin.
He's multitasking.
Sure, if you
Yeah,
want
it's
to call
called
it
a
that.
Blumpkin. Hey Google, what's a Blumpkin?
Oh wow! The nickname for this show is really coming true right now. Oh my God! Jeez.
Why am I here?
Why are you here?
Yeah.
Well, right now, amusement for all of us. Evidently, a little for you too.
Well, here, Christine, so you're here, so you
Smile
can
Money's going. He said
Bye,
bye.
Smile Money.
describe.
Bye,
the
we'll
next
miss you,
pic-
Smile Money. Hopefully we'll see you
You
tomorrow.
can handle the next picture, Christine.
Oh my God! My eyes are bleeding. Why? This is payback, isn't it, John? He puts a picture of an old lady whose tatas are practically down to her knees.
I did not put that there. That was a message sent to the show.
Ah,
I'm simply doing, freedom of speech here, freedom of text, whatever. that
yeah,
is.
it's
Oh,
like,
God.
here, Christine, look at this. I'm going to get back at you for all the times that you said and did things to me and put me in therapy. Now I got to
Like-
go.
If you show me that mallet again, I'll send them to your phone.
Oh, that's
Oh, Wingnut's
What's,
left. That's who he was saying goodbye to. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, so Smile Money's still
Thought
here.
you might want to see a
Shit.
dick pic.
I mean, good. I'm glad Smile
Guitar
Money's still
pick.
here.
Guitar pic.
That's a guitar
With the
pick.
name, dick
With-
on it. Okay.
dick pic. Hey, I don't make them up. I just show them.
Isn't that special now?
I think you should be showing them in the chat room.
Hey,
Look
I
it! It's Jolson's cock.
It's my check.
And he's being muzzle swept.
Okay,
Yeah.
I did not ever
Oh,
think
boy.
I would ever hear Christine say out loud on the air in front of all these people, "Hey, look, it's Jolson's cock."
And it's not wearing a sombrero.
I did not ever think that was going to happen, and I
No
was going to be able to
wonder
get it on tape. I was going to get it on tape.
And you missed your opportunity.
Oh no, this is recorded, sweetheart.
Oh, no.
It'll also
Yeah,
be a
sound
podcast.
bites.
Just think, you
Get little
tune in
sound
and go,
bites and sound
"You want
drops.
to hear
that's all.
something really funny?" It's Christine going, "Oh,
Dude,
it's Jolson's
seriously, though, when he sent that, did you ever think that that cock was going to get that much mileage with all the pictures that everybody posted? And
I
used?
have more fun with Jolson's cock than my own.
Again, I never thought I'd hear Christine say that you ever think Jolson's cock could get that much mileage. Something else I never thought I'd hear.
I guess whatever
With
happens
mileage.
at the truck stop stays at the truck stop.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
no. This is that moment we're having it again now. I go, stop talking. Stop talking.
I need to quit talking. I need to go now. God, I'm just getting myself in trouble.
Wow.
You can't buy this shit. Where are you
Oh,
going?
hell no. No, you cannot buy this.
Let me see what I missed. Jim, that
Oh.
was a nice gift you got from your buddy Bud. Huh? Not sure what Douglas was
What are you
talking
talking about? My marriage license says Wisconsin, not Minnesota.
What's the matter with Minnesota and Wisconsin?
They both suck.
Pretty much, yeah. So, you guys in the chat room, politically, things get better or worse for you at the last election?
Worse.
Excuse me.
That's not the lipstick.
Pardon me. Oh my gosh. I need to leave now. This is just ridiculous.
It's like, I want to thank you all for being here.
I love you guys.
You guys are awesome. Do you ever think Johnston's car can get this kind of mileage?
Dude, here, she can't even breathe. She's like,
All I can think of is, oh my.
Can't
What
keep
could
her
you
hands up
possibly
my
say?
kick.
and you kick.
Is your wife within earshot distance there, Jolson? Because if she's only hearing your half of the conversation,
I mean, she
this
comes.
isn't good.
Well, just figure she married him, so she probably might have some sort of alertness to the fact it's probably going to be totally freaky.
Not to mention, she comes downstairs to the man cave area looking for Jolson's cack.
You
But she
hide
can't
his
keep her
cock.
hand-
That's on you. You
Hold on,
you
no,
take,
no,
his,
no.
you
Another-
take his cock and run and you hide it.
Oh,
Something else I
don't
never
put
thought
me
I'd hear you
behind
say,
it.
Christine.
And in brewery
welcome
view.
to Cock Tack with Christine. It's a cock,
In
you big
his
whoop.
brewery view, you always hide it someplace.
Well,
And
I
the
didn't
answer
realize
to
you
my
did that.
questions are coming in. So,
That's because you can't keep your hands off my.
Yeah.
Poco Loco's good. Stayed red.
No, Idaho.
Bearded
If
CD.
Idaho ever
Bearded
goes
CD.
blue, we're done.
Brian said way better.
Yeah, I know, Brian. A few people have already told me that South Dakota is now on the possibilities of moving to states. Personally, it's not warm enough.
It's warmer than where you're at.
Well, yeah. That's true. Well,
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
that's
that's
everywhere. That's
everything.
everywhere.
What I'm saying. Well, it's warmer than where you're at. Yeah, by what, 2 degrees? What the fuck?
Basically,
Yeah.
North
I'm
Dakota,
at-
there ain't no
I don't
point
know.
in even going there. That's like moving sideways.
Maine's actually, I think, warmer than where you guys are.
It's actually true because Minnesota is further north via latitude or longitude than everywhere else in the continental United States because the map is actually on a slight slant.
Really? So the lat long is different in up there than it is everywhere else in the world?
Because we're slanted.
It's because it's slanted. Oh, okay.
No, I'm talking about like the United States is not like perfectly left or right like people think it is. That's not the way it
Well, no, I
actually
know
is.
that.
So Minnesota is actually further north than, like, say, Washington State.
But on the map, it's only this far.
So Scott's doing better. Brian McCown is doing better.
Hey, girl.
Pete?
Pete is doing. That's just it. I know Pete's in a stronghold, but I know the libtards would love to go and flip Texas.
Oh, they tried
North
with Pete.
Dakota. Sorry,
They tried
sorry,
to-
Brian.
they tried to Beto or Beto, whatever the fuck his name is. They're just setting him up for a run in 2020. That's all. Did you guys? Speaking of which, did you guys see the picture of or the 18 candidates that are possible 2020 Democratic candidates? I'm like, that's even more than the Republicans in 2016 for crying out loud.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and embarrassingly,
And all of them are fucking losers.
The Supreme cunt wants to take another run at it.
Well, they didn't put her name wasn't in that on that 18 list. If her name gets put in, it's 19.
Really? They didn't have her name on
Which
that
one are you
list?
No,
talking
they didn't.
about? There's
And
several.
Biden is
Hillary.
number one right now.
Biden. What a
Fucking bring
another fucking
rambling Joe Biden on there, please. Again, can you imagine Trump trying to fucking debate or Biden trying to debate Trump? That would be fucking better than when he debated Hillary.
Personally, I know it's a sidestep for what we're talking about, but I really hope Nancy Pelosi gets speaker again.
Oh, she will. She will.
She is exactly what we need. More of the old mentality. Everybody's getting sick and tired of. I mean,
The corporate technocrat, Democrat.
she's. And the funny thing is I heard an interview with her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a shoo-in. I'm in for sure. America loves me. America wants me in the place." It's like I don't even know I doubt you'd find very many Democrats that even like to listen to her speak.
Well, there's actually like 6 people that are thinking about running against her or whatever. I don't know if they made a decision yet. That's the last I heard on it. I don't fucking pay attention to these assholes. But
Actually,
yeah,
almost.
they're actually. I think what the ticket they're trying to. I think you'll see them push in 2019 is Bernie Beto. That's who I think you're going to see. Yeah, Bernie Sanders and Beto O'Rourke.
Every time,
You know, the Mexican Irishman.
Every time I hear the name Bernie Sanders, I just see the look on Brad Thomas's face like someone just put a dog poop lollipop in his mouth.
Right? Because he had to live through that shit for how many years? Jesus.
He moved because of the political stupidity that was going on in Vermont.
Smile Money said Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Nancy Pelosi are the Golden Girls. Actually, speaking of Ginsburg, you know why they were so worried about trying to win all the Democrats are trying to win all these things. They fucked up and didn't go after they thought they would get back the Senate and the House. So they didn't push up their senators and end up losing their ass. So now Ginsburg, who supposedly, and I'm using air quotes here, fell and fractured 3 ribs at 86 years old. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know any 86-year-olds in her condition that look as frail as she does that come back from 3 fractured ribs very good.
No. People
So
that
I'm
look
thinking,
like her die from a broken hip and stuff like
right. But, you know, if you got 3 fractured ribs, you're not breathing too good. So my thing is this, and the rumors on Q and a bunch of other places I watch and follow and whatnot are saying that she was trying to hold out till 2020 thinking that the Democrats would win it all. But I guess seeing that they didn't win it all now, she's probably going to retire in 19, and that means Trump with a 53 to 47 fucking Senate will get another SCOTUS pick, and it won't be a fucking circus like it was.
I sure hope so, because first of all, the Supreme Court has gone way beyond what the founding fathers ever envisioned. But we definitely need to stack it on our side. Otherwise, we can kiss our freedoms goodbye.
Oh, I agree.
What's going on in the chat room? Stalker Steve, Brian, do this. Yeah,
Okay.
So, what, you're leaving now?
Mm-hmm.
You've been saying that for like an
Play
hour and a
with
half.
my
I want
cat.
you-
Maybe you should go downstairs and visit the cack.
No.
I think she's hung. I think she's actually drunker than shit, and she's probably getting ready to pass out.
No.
No, really?
I don't pass out. I have
is
never,
that- no, hold on.
ever passed out.
I know that
Never.
nobody can see this, but she's sitting there like this with her arms holding herself up. She's like, I'm not drunk.
I'm not drunk.
I'm not drunk, you
It's
guys, and
fine.
I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
downstairs with Joseph's cock either.
I'm not playing with the cat.
Okay.
Just make sure you take the headphones off this time when you walk away.
Please. Because Wednesday night, that got
Really?
scary.
Really, that got
No, really. Because Wednesday night, that got scary.
The microphone makes a really cool sound though, and it bounces off the desk and lands on the floor.
Yeah.
So
No, this is not my show. It's Eric's show. That's why I'm leaving. Okay, bye.
but what about your show?
No, I said it's not my show.
No, what about your show?
What about my show?
What are you gonna talk about?
The Illuminati.
Oh my God! Seriously?
Is that
Yes.
Illuminati.
Is that
I got a buddy that I work with. He is all into that. I'm gonna fucking text him and tell him to listen to your show.
Is that company that makes lighters?
Yeah,
No,
the
that's the
Illuminati. Ah, I
Illuminati.
see what you did there.
Oh, bum.
Well, I don't know. It's just a subject. We'll see how it goes.
I think
Oh, it's a very fascinating subject. The
exactly.
Bergenbinder Group has ties, maybe, or is that just a conspiracy thing?
Bilderbergs.
Bilderbergs.
The secret organization of the puppet masters when they meet.
John,
The Rothschilds.
Snowflake. One more good on Snowflake.
I was just seeing that.
Vanderbilts.
Yeah, it's good. I just checked it. I was away from my email.
What?
Smile-
What did
smile.
I do?
Smile Money knows Christopher. It's a conspiracy theorist show. Smile Money wants to know if Christopher's going to guest host. Or going to, yeah.
Yeah, don't no, never mind.
Ooh, now she's
And Joey put a link to
I'm supposed to get you the fan.
Snowflake Melter. You guys, that is an AAR chambered in 7.62x39. And the proceeds are going to help Mr. Holster.
Yes.
Oh, and he's in the chat room tonight.
And we are, let me see here. With that one, we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16 in with that one.
coming
I
up
do
on
believe.
halfway. Coming up on halfway.
Yep. We're almost halfway there. Again, please, if you can, it's $30 a number. Just like on all the Snowflake Motor ARs we put on here. The proceeds are going to go to help out Mr. Holster with his fight against cancer. And then the next one we're going to do is going to be for Ed. As a matter of fact, Wednesday night, Jules called in while we were doing the show right there toward the end and talked to her for about a half an hour. It was awesome. Thank God that didn't come up as with Ed's name. I thought because that would have freaked me the fuck out if it said Ed Morris is calling you. What?
Well, it's just like when Ed Morris
Yeah.
sent you a text. I'm like, wait, whoa, what?
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen John's eyes bug out and he turned all white. I'm like, what is the matter? He goes, we just got a text from Ed.
That fucking blew my mind right there. All it was 2 letters. H-I. I was done.
Yeah, but at
Well-
least Jim only walked away for the last 2 minutes of his show and not the last 2 hours of his show.
Well, no, it was more than 2 minutes, but yeah,
No,
yeah,
there's only
I didn't like bail on my own show, but I mean, you know, not that that's, you know, you could look at my
No.
CAC for 2 hours, you know.
My favorite was
Wow.
my favorite was when
7:58.
Eric left the show, and then he got back on the show to wave at me from Christine's computer upstairs.
Right.
He's like, and then he leaves again.
Yeah.
What
Wait,
the hell?
I
Who
don't
does
don't
that?
recall that. I don't recall
Yeah, you were
that.
there. You were standing beside him, dumbass.
No clue what
No.
you're talking about.
No, what I really liked is John thinking Joey is in Joey's house in New York, and then behind me, Joey walks through and grabs a beer out of the fridge, and I see John going, "What the fuck did I just see?"
Yeah,
Apparently, my parents. I wasn't at my parents' house on their computer that night.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked. That one had me. He just comes downstairs, gets a beer, and he starts talking. I think somebody was talking to him. Like, the fuck?
See, now the whole plan was that
talking to
got
Jerry.
fucked up was that Jerry wasn't supposed to say a fucking word. I was just going to grab the beer, go back upstairs, and mind my own business. Jerry turned around and said, "Yeah, get me one, asshole." I'm like, "You dick."
Jerry.
Mhm.
No, not Jerry fucking something up.
Oh, no.
Imagine that.
Mhm.
Especially beer
No.
related.
So
Yeah,
you
but we
when you
still
gonna
got the,
review that?
look out of his face?
Where'd you go to what?
What, Chelsea?
So when you gonna review those beers that you never reviewed?
Yeah.
I don't know. When's he going to do anything anymore?
I personally think that is where at least the one that John sent went. All I know is that night I walked downstairs and I shit you not, that little bastard was opening his fourth beer, standing at the counter, and he looks at me. He goes, "You need good beer? This all tastes like shit." And I'm like, you walk past a great big refrigerator with Boeing shelves. You are drinking beer that was sent to me, one ofs, to review. Oh, so you got any Miller?
That's Jerry. Nice.
God.
Cool. You got Miller, right?
Yes.
Fuck, he was drinking Michelob Ultra the last time.
Yeah, I actually got that I got that bastard a case of it just so he'd leave my beer alone.
What was he? Oh, he was drinking the Mike's Hard Lemonade the last time we were there.
God.
Apparently,
And
we're having Cobra talk in the chat room.
Are we? I saw that. I kind of not sure what was going on there. Wow, that brought the show to a screaming halt. Don't ever say that again, John Solar.
I like Cobra talk. I was like, crickets.
Like what?
Yeah, I haven't seen him so far tonight.
Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
That's because that Brokeback Mountain special is on.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
TBS or whatever.
We know we can't miss that.
The making of.
Jesus, tell me that's a joke. Please
Right.
tell me there's no actual making of Brokeback Mountain. That would just be sad.
Hey, don't look at the extras on the DVD then.
I don't actually
Oh.
ever plan on watching the fucking movie. Joey.
Oh, and Smile
How
Money.
do you know about extras?
I've never even seen the movie.
And
You
Smile
have it?
Money.
Here, hold on. I'll send you a package. Oh my God.
Jim will send you a copy free.
Open the door, walk right through.
Matter of fact, I gotta send you your frame.
No,
here
no,
to
you
finish,
can't
and,
keep
I just it's good. I don't have a box just the right size, so it'll have to be a little bigger. So I'll put some other stuff in there for you.
Yeah, if it starts with Brokeback, you can keep it.
Oh yeah, Smile Money. Just for the record, DFC is definitely not a troll channel of the Real Cold Burnout.
No, it's not. That's a real person.
Yeah, he's been at the
He's-
shoots.
Yeah, he's actually on video.
I was gonna say we've actually met him, shook his hand, and shot weapons with him.
And he's also from Minnesota.
Single balls.
Yeah, there's quite a few of us from up here in Minnesota.
Which kills me because I'm looking at your video feed and I'm like, you're in Minnesota and you have all that on the walls and on your chair. Not sure about
Yeah.
you, buddy. Yeah, that. And then pan to the other side. There's a big A behind you, not the other way, dummy. Your other right. Yeah, look,
Talking about
there's
that?
on the chair. Yeah, that and on the chair. Is that the missus?
Yeah.
Hi, missus.
Yeah, sure, you betcha.
She's like, I don't put me on this fucking camera.
She probably can't hear you though.
No.
Boom back, yeah, the boom back mountain with the Cobra, yeah, and the Biff and McFly battle on Amazon is a great movie. Yes, I'm kind of disappointed in McFly though, because Biff sent McFly a yodeling pickle. And then he sends back fucking undergarments for an old joke. I'm like, come on, he's got to step his game up.
Is that what that was supposed to be?
He's got to
At least sent you a tuggy or something.
Well, it's an old joke on an old guy. Come on, you got to step your game up. This is the big leagues. You're not in the minors anymore.
I think you caught him off guard with that yodel and piccolo.
Yeah, I think I did. I mean, Biff did.
Yeah, Biff did.
Yeah. Biff never did mention what he thought of that one idea.
Oh no, I didn't know. In the words, how about no, come to mind.
No.
Yeah, how about no? That will elicit a response I don't need.
I'm not the only one that says underwears.
Money underpants.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want.
It's the fan on the pants? Oh boy.
See you,
What?
Steve.
Stalker Steve.
Bye,
is-
Steve. Thanks for
Bye.
being on it, buddy.
He's had enough.
Steve,
He's tapping
Steve
out.
did another entry into the
Bye, Steve.
Snowflake Modern Nights. I want to thank him for that.
You need to come swim across that lake someday.
Special jar of salad dressing coming your way, Jim. I don't even want to know, Douglas.
Giant jar of man glaze.
Hey, that ain't mayonnaise.
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 It's man glaze.
That's a man. Yeah. Got your fresh container of man glaze.
Wow, you guys are fucking thick. He said salad dressing. You go to mayonnaise.
I thought you were going to say 1,000.
It's high in protein.
Yeah. It's
I'll
nutritious.
forward it to you, Joey, because
That's
we
our-
need your. We know
It's
your
illegal
short
in New
ass
York, I
needs
can't
to
have it.
grow a little bit.
It's illegal in New York. I can't have it.
La.
But they'll send it to you a 3.4 ounce size.
I just could say, yeah, well, everything's illegal in New York, Joey, including your shirt.
Don't fuck with my shirt.
What?
It looks like a turd.
Get out?
Get-
Get the fuck out? Is that what you're telling me? All
No,
right.
no, that's not what we are telling you.
That's what he's saying. You missed it.
No,
Like this.
see, he doesn't speak. He does not.
He's
speak.
giving
he
me the
was
hand
giving-
signal for the
All right,
boot.
He was giving you a
let's
thumbs
put-
up.
Let's
Doing
put
a
it
good
up to the.
job, yeah.
There's
Good
45 minutes left in the show. Let's put it up to the chat room. The chat room makes the
No.
decision.
Chat room rules.
Miss
Truck
Bomey
stop is
stays
all
or
seven
Miss
approve.
Bomey goes, chat room.
Should I
Stay
stay
or
or should I go? No, 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 no. Wasn't that a song?
Mhm.
Yeah. It was a "Should I Stay or Should I Go Now" by the Clash,
Clash,
of
yes.
London Calling, yes.
Thank you.
in the mid '80s. Yes.
And it didn't sound
Well,
anything like
Miss
not at
Bowman
all.
karaoke Friday
It
nights.
didn't sound anything like
And
Well, I
it-
can't
it-
sing.
it kind
Put
of
in the
sounded
chat
like
room your
never
request
said.
for what you want her to sing.
I never said I could sing. That's why I just went nah, 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 nah.
Okay, so they've got so far we have stays. Miss Bomey goes. The show's fucked. Miss Bomey stays. Stay.
stay. So far, it's a stay.
Right now it's 100%.
Okay. All right.
Joey, cuz well, we don't give a shit what that little asshole says.
Eric says go.
That's her with a
Hey,
what?
Miss Bomey can stay. Johnny, I guess that's supposed to be Watson goes. Eric goes.
Oh, see, I'll stay because Mr. Holster said stay. Because we really like Mr. Holster.
There you are. It's unanimous.
He's awesome.
Mhm.
Thanks, Douglas.
goes.
Joey goes. Johnny Watson takes up too and Johnny and Small Money. Johnny Watson takes up too much airtime.
Talk,
Yeah, and I love all the airtime Johnny takes up. Johnny, what's the number? 5. Thank you, Johnny. That's the winner. Okay.
He doesn't really say much, does he?
No, he don't.
We usually have to ask him to say something.
Unlike me, who takes over the show, and Eric gets bent, so, What? What?
Oh my God!
What?
That would be booze.
Is this coffee in here?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oil.
What is
Coffee
it,
and beer. Who came up with that? Coffee and beer.
Really
Same
smart
person.
people.
Same person who came up with that friggin' coffee and tomato juice. Crap.
Oh. Coffee and tomato juice?
Up
What?
here, people do it all the freaking time. It's just.
Well, that has to be a main thing, because I've never heard of that
Yeah.
before.
I never heard that before either.
That's almost as gay as PBR.
Okay, just
Hey, whoa,
remember
whoa,
that.
hold on there. Back it up there, asswipe. Or let me say it, the Spanish version, asswepe.
Aswepe.
Excuse
Aswepe. Puto.
me, puto, are you aswepe?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm waiting for
Mighty
Mario
Cole.
to pipe in.
Keep saying that, and I'm going to
What
give
is-
you an asswepe.
What does he say? Mas putos? Is that how he says that? Yeah, he always says that. Our little battle beaner.
Mighty. Is he still on
Our
here?
little
Please
bad.
tell me
Haven't
he
heard
heard
anything
that.
from him in a while.
I don't know. I haven't seen him make a
Our
comment for
little
a while.
battle beater. I like that.
If he's
little
not, I haven't
battle.
seen him say goodbye either.
No.
I should probably go.
Hey, is our little battle beaner still here? I will love him and hug him.
I would love to hug him and pet him and squeeze him.
I call him
That's how it
George.
goes. You call him George.
And check
Oh,
out
boy.
Smile money. Pabst Blue Ribbon is not liberal.
oh, it's hipster.
Good one. I gotta remember that. Okay.
Pabst Blue Ribbon, the liberal beer.
It is not liberal.
It's hipster.
Hey.
It's not even hipster. It's older. It's older than all of us. Can't be hipster.
So,
Then
what,
why are
how old
all
is
those-
PBR?
so why are all
PBR
those-
for people who like drinking beer that was invented before good taste.
No. PBR.
So how long has PBR been
invented by the
around?
people who have good taste. That's why it's been around since the 1800s.
They have no taste because it's
So was
beer.
Coors, right?
Well, that should. I mean, what's up with
Did you
Miller?
just say
That
Coors?
should,
And Miller?
Did you
that
just say
should be
Coors?
un-American.
Coors.
Coors?
Didn't Miller get sold out to like a European company?
Did it?
Yeah, called Budweiser.
Now, where does Budweiser originate from?
Well,
Where it was originated
no
in St.
longer
Louis,
here.
but
Is
the
that where
Germans,
it really originated from?
yeah, the
Was it-
Germans bought it out.
Oh, okay. So
But-
it's no
but-
longer.
but hold on, but Budweiser originated in Germany. It was two German guys that came to America. It is a
Right,
German
in
lager.
America.
So
Right,
it
but
was
just saying,
German immigrants that.
Yes, they came from
Okay.
Germany and they started making a German lager here in the U.S. So it's
Oh.
it's a German style beer made by Germans, just happen to be here in the U.S. It's actually a German lager.
I see.
9.
Yeah, Mr. Holster, I actually don't know the whole story behind it. All I heard is that if Miller wins their suit, PBR will be no more. What the hell is the suit? How do you KO a company that's been around for...
They're going
Ever.
after. They're going
But
after.
the one thing we
shittiest
want to
beer
do is we
known
want to
man.
stop. We want to stop putting that bad mojo out there. Okay, positive
Wayne
mojo.
Miller win.
PBR forever.
From what I
PBR
hold on, let me see if I
John,
can.
yeah, John will be making PBR in his bathtub.
That's right.
He would
I
be,
didn't,
yeah.
I didn't save the story, but from what I read on it at lunch, was it the other day? It was basically Miller's pissed because PBR's been out selling them.
Yeah, 4.8 million barrels. But who in the right mind would shut down 4.8 million barrels? I mean, come on.
Again, I'm with you. I'm not a.
That's just ridiculous.
I'm not a economic scholar like Cortez is, but I wouldn't do that.
He body
You know.
He made it funny.
Was he a freaking comic in a newspaper?
You made a funny cat.
What a cat! What a cat!
Wow.
Oh God, I can't
Sure.
Check, please.
Oh my God, that's fun. I'm sorry, that was just hilariously funny, and I cannot stop myself from laughing.
Neither could she.
All right, Smile Money.
I'm gonna just finish drinking my reserves over here.
That was freaking cruel.
What?
He says Miller's been mixing PBR with piss, trying to ruin it. But PBR people just love it.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know.
Oh,
Well, she said, "Oh,
She
in
saw the word
2005,
she saw the
Molson
word
Brewery.
Canada.
Yeah.
That's it. She saw the word Canada.
She
Went,
saw
"Ooh,
Canada. Yeah, she
ooh,
saw Canada."
They got
And
cold
Coors
cocks
Brewing
in
Company
Canada.
merged. Now I understand why Coors is so popular in Canada. Because for the longest time I didn't get it. It's like it's just
Coors.
yeah.
I like how she says Coors like yours. This is
It's
yours.
Coors, isn't it?
Coors.
Coors. Isn't that how you say that?
Or
Cooter talk.
Coors. No.
Where's your Coors?
Order
So
doc.
the Cooter.
Oh,
Now I will say this, Christine. Some of the Canadian beers I've actually had are good, but then again, I drink shit beer according to all these beer snobs around here. So
I know.
I like Molson.
We're not in the same category.
I enjoy Molson. I've had Molson all my life.
I drank the living hell out of Labatt's when I
Yep.
was
I love
up in
Labatt's.
Canada.
Oh yeah,
So-
blue. Yeah, I like the blue.
yeah, I
Long
especially
time
love the
ago.
splats it gives you the next morning.
Let's flats.
The
Joey,
back
if
splats.
a beer
Who's
doesn't
this?
cost $12,
So okay, all right.
He's
I
the Indian.
have a
I
question.
drank it in college. Oof.
So I have a question for all you fucking beer snobs. And the question is, before all these hipster doofus assholes came up with all these IPAs and all this other shit, you drank what?
Budweiser.
Fuckhead. Eric.
Remember the frogs?
Push.
PBR always.
Bud.
So
Wise.
up until about 5 years ago, you assholes drank fucking the same shit I'm drinking now. Pretty much.
I
But we
still drink
matured
Budweiser.
since then.
I drink Budweiser in the closet, so nobody sees me.
Okay, so I got your mature swinging
By a Chad.
by a, like a Chad in the 2000 election, motherfucker.
It's too loud.
Zima.
You're too old, says you're a Zima boy. Zima.
I know.
Hey,
I
I
have
got
never. And
Got some
Hey,
for my girls'
it's too
party.
loud. You're too old. The girls' party
Yeah,
for
yeah.
next year. The
80s.
Zima had a re-release, and she bought enough of it for all the girls to have at least two, and it's
Yeah.
sitting downstairs in the cellar.
Yes.
Zima.
okay,
Don't let
so
Jerry down there. He'll
One,
drink them all. Or open
one,
them all, at
all
least.
you children that drink Zima can.
Do they still make that?
Yeah, well, they did. They did a re-release of it, which, and
Oh.
again, still didn't drink it.
Nope. Nope, nope.
So all you kids that were in junior high school when I was out fucking banging chicks all over the world, you were drinking Zima. And now you drink these little hipster fucking man bun wearing fucking IPAs and shit.
Oh, don't get me started on the man buns. Let's not go there.
So
Or I'm gonna have to start whipping out the tutus.
But yet,
for
like
everybody.
when myself and Jolson and our even throw Christopher in here, we drink our Millers or our Miller Lights or our High Lights or our MGDs or our Michelob Lights. Hell, I'll even throw an Anheuser-Busch in there for you because I hate it. You know, I'll even throw an Amber Bock in there. It's dark. You
Excuse
know,
me.
Boone's Farm.
genius.
Yeah.
Booms Farm.
That brings me back to high school.
Look,
That
the
just brings
first
me
beer
back
I
10
ever
years
drank
ago.
was a Colt 45 malt liquor.
Oh, I love Colt 40.
Jim, we got
Enjoy it a
something in
lot.
common.
Naps.
Yeah,
My
no,
first-
Joey,
Oh,
we
yes.
don't have it in common. I
Oh,
drank
yes.
mine before you were a tingle in your daddy's balls.
So,
Schlitz
was that
malt
the very
liquor.
first alcoholic beverage? Was it the first alcoholic beverage? Was it beer or was it liquor?
She doesn't even realize what she just did.
I have no idea what she just said.
You said I was drinking that before you were tingling your dad's balls. Christine goes, oh, so that was the first alcoholic beverage, huh?
I didn't mean to slap the two sentences together.
Thank God this is getting recorded and I can listen to this again tomorrow.
Oh my
on fucking
gosh. She
podcast.
literally goes, oh, so that was the first alcoholic beverage ever, huh? That's why I started laughing. I was like, no one even caught that, really?
I was trying to interrupt.
I'm done.
No, you're not.
Oh, yeah, Mad Dog and
So,
Crushed
and-
Ice. Mad Dog and Crushed
So-
Ice. Yep.
So the second beer I ever drank was a red, white, and blue.
Oh,
not
God.
not PBR.
I remember
It's
that.
not PBR. No.
First beer
No.
I ever had was Old Milwaukee, baling hay up on the Iron Range, eh?
Eh?
Mine was a blue.
I remember. Was it back? It was 81. I had
Milwaukee
me and two of my
Ice.
buddies got an apartment, and we were so fucking broke. We'd go to what they used to have, the generic aisle at the grocery store, and everything was like white bags with black letters.
Yeah, the black and white beer.
Coca Loco.
I
First thing I
I
drank was
bought
wild turkey.
it
and
said
then
beer.
Bacardi.
We
Yep.
bought the fuck out of it.
It
Tasted like hammered ass, dude.
It says beer. This beer is suitable
Yeah,
in color
just
and taste.
beer.
And it just gives you that little explanation underneath it, and that's it. Little Kings.
We would buy that and drink it and cook with it. We'd do like beer brats and all kinds of shit with it. It was horrible, but that's all we could afford.
Little Kings.
Yeah.
Mickey Big
Oh,
One.
Little Kings, yeah, oh yeah. I drank the living hell out of Little Kings growing up in Cincinnati, of course. Little Kings, Shaneling, Wiedemann, all those local breweries. Man, we drank them because they were cheap as hell.
That's right.
The
Milwaukee's best in college because it was so freaking cheap.
Oh yeah, hell, I drank
Couldn't
that.
even give that stuff
I drank
away.
that into the 90s. What are you kidding?
Strohs.
That,
Yeah.
that
Strohs.
Natty
Oh my
Ice.
God.
the broke
Yep, see, Mr. Holster knows what's up.
Miller High Life.
broke living on my own for the first time. We I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this. It was called Huber Bock, and you could buy a case. It was like it was Bock. It was a Bock beer, so it was, I don't know. It was kind of like the dark version of PBR, and 24 of them. I shit you not. A case in bottles of this was $9.
Old style.
Wow, that goes back. I remember old style. We used to get old style here.
Old
Here
style.
when I was stationed out at Cecil, when it was a base, the little liquor, the little booze store on base, they actually would put old style on sale for 99 cents a 6-pack, and me and two of my other buddies would go over there and snag a shopping cart from the exchange, go over to the liquor store, and fill that fucker up and push it all the way back to the barracks.
It's another one that Smile Money mentioned. Schlitz.
Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull. That was
Schlitz?
a,
Yeah,
that was
Yep.
that was
Remember
high,
that
that was
one.
high school right there.
Yeah, I drank Schlitz. Yeah, yeah.
And
Hams.
before it gets away, Peter, I love
You love Peter?
vodka. I love Peter. I love cranberry juice and vodka, but I've never tried Southern Comfort.
Southern Comfort's okay. It's just kind of sweet.
Yeah, it's way too sweet for me.
There's your picture, by the way. Came in.
Moody.
Moody cunts.
Moody cunts.
I want to go back to what Eric was saying about never mind.
What's that? How do you say that? Pfeffer beer? Pfeffer.
Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer.
Yeah, I actually
I've
now
had
when
it.
I was
never
when I
heard
was
that.
in junior high school, I would collect beer cans. That was the big thing back in the 70s.
Oh
Find
God,
all
yeah.
the different find all
And
the
the beer
different
hat?
yeah.
hmm
With the crocheted beer hat.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I had one. Oh my God, I had one. Yes.
I did too.
Oh my God.
Okay,
Yeah, I
that's,
did.
that's
Okay,
just
now I
messed
need to go.
up.
Has Eric done a
I'm done.
review on Steel Reserve Black Can yet?
Lining.
I did a Steel Reserve, but I don't.
I don't think you did that.
Elvira's
Particular one.
Dark Ale. I
'Cause
would
the
love
Black
to try that.
Can is like 3% higher in alcohol.
So it's like 9
So it's like right
9
at 10% or something. Yeah, it's like right at that limit.
I thought
If I
Lightning
remember
Kugels
right.
was a newer beer, isn't it? Lightning
That's what I
Kugels
haven't
a
had
newer
in a long
beer?
time.
Like,
Rolling Rock and Iron City. I tried an Iron
Mhm.
City. I hated that shit.
I like Rolling Rock.
I've had
I-
Rolling
It's
Rock
okay.
was but the Iron City, the one that, oh my, it was horrible.
Mr. Holster, I realize it's just on the other side of the bridge and you're in
Leinenkugels?
Wisconsin. Leinenkugels, I have, doesn't matter what variety, I cannot stand Leinenkugels. It has the most hideous, like, aftertaste to it. And it's probably because it's made with Wisconsin water.
Well, that don't they stick like oranges in it and lemons and crap, like lemonade or something like that?
Oh, they have a shanty.
Oh yeah, they have. I've seen those commercials for that shit.
Now that stuff and that big beer place that we got here now in my little tiny town, they actually give that stuff out for $7.99 a 12-pack.
You remember
I
that?
still
Hams.
won't buy it.
I got a can of hams that NIHAP sent me sitting on my water heater downstairs.
It's got the
Hams.
little pull tab
Yeah, the
too.
full hams. What was it?
How
From the
old
land,
is it?
from
to
the
begin
land
with?
of sky blue water.
Yes,
Water.
from the land of sky blue waters, hams, beer, refreshing.
Yeah, back when commercials used to be worth a shit.
Right, and there was a their mascot was a bear, wasn't it?
Yep,
Ham's
yep.
bear. Yep.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So how old is that can now?
If still liquid in it, Joey, you're welcome to have it if you want.
No, that's all right. I'm just curious to know how old it is. That's all.
35?
This guy, it's shit. How long has it been since they had the pull tab on a can?
The drip,
Yeah.
the drip in the back of dicks from Cheeseland.
I have no idea what the fuck that is.
Something about Wisconsin, probably.
Yeah, it's about Wisconsin.
Douglas, I have Genesee because NIHAP has sent it to me. It's still
It's
being
Genesee.
That's
It's
Genesee.
Genesee, not Genesee.
Genesee.
It's Genesee.
It's not made around here, fuck up. Hey, have you ever had
It's
from
Have you
Cigar
never
City?
heard it? Have
How
you
do you
never heard it?
pronounce that?
If you never heard the commercial for it,
Never. Why would there be a commercial up here for it?
oh my
Well, do you guys have that cheddar cheese? Do
Yeah,
you guys
they're
have
from
that
New
cheddar
York.
cheese?
Laugh it up, assholes.
And the
It's
funny-
not around here. There's no commercials around here.
And the
Sorry,
funny
it
part
just
is
sounded
that
funny as
they're
shit.
not drinking.
Huh?
They're not drinking.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was hilarious.
Another
Even
excellent
Eric-
point.
Even Carson's like, Genesee. I'm sorry, it just sounded funny as
Oh,
shit.
that did sound funny. I laughed.
It's not made around here. I've never even heard of it. NIHAP sent me 2 cans, 2 different varieties of it.
Yeah, well, the original was the green and white can. It was a cream ale, and it was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Foster's. Yes, Loco. I think I had my first Foster's when I was really
Foster's.
young. It's
Oh
it's,
God, I
it's-
can't.
It's not really anything
Ugh.
special. It's like a very watery.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Excuse me.
Foster's
Green Belt
sucks
ponies?
ass, dude.
I did a review on Foster's like years ago, and someone just recently left a comment that I don't know what I'm talking about and called me a dick. Evidently, I cunt hurt him because it must be his beer.
God, Foster's is horrible, man.
Yeah,
It's very
And
watery.
what is it you say about it? It's in a big can, so it's either going to suck a lot.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
going to be good a lot or
it
suck
sucked
a lot. I've had it here in the States and overseas, and I didn't like either one of them. So,
Beer advocate. What is that all about?
fucking hey, well, Eric, Douglas does like your French-sounding name for Genesee.
Hey, I'd like to see anybody try pronouncing a High Lie off of the way it's spelt on the can.
The what?
High Lie from Cigar City. It's J-A.
J-A-I.
Yeah, High Lie.
H-A-I. Yeah, here in
Yeah, so
Florida.
you're just supposed to assume that the J is silent?
Spanish.
Well,
right?
it's highlight. It's down here. It's Cuban actually. Spanish Cuban, but it's with the Cuban thing. But no, they actually used to, and I don't know if they even still do it. But here in Florida, highlight used to be a huge sport, especially down south where all the Cubans are.
What is it?
So
Oh, it's just they use these big curved, look like huge fingernails. Like when you see these women with the 5-foot fingernails, they're all curved.
Mhm.
They take these things and they got a little handle on them, and they got this fucking hard ass fucking ball, and they just whip this son of a bitch in like a racquetball court. I said bigger, a big like a huge racquetball court, and they whip this son of a bitch at like 90 mile an hour at each other, and they try to ricochet it, pick it up in their thing, and ricochet it back at the other guy, and it's kind of like a bastardization of racquetball.
Well,
I mean, these guys whiz this thing at like 100 miles an hour, though.
If you're, I think I've actually seen that. I think there's a snippet that they used to play in those old intros for the Wide World of Sports.
Yes, that's exactly what the guy with the big curved fucking wooden thing. That's highlight. Yeah.
Well, all I can say is if you're into some really good damn beers, I have not had a bad beer from Cigar City. Cigar City Brewing. Unfortunately, I can't. Actually, Keyport had High Lie in for the first time. And it's like, phew, what the hell?
Oh, actually, got a question for you. Shouldn't there be a special bottle coming out sometime this month?
Of
Ben Paddle?
Yeah, I hope it's better than last year. Believe it or not, you can still buy the goddamn 2017.
Because it wasn't that good.
No.
Okay, again, beer snobs.
Oh, sorry, Jim.
Well, Jim, come on up. You can have a couple of those and trip over the fan at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay. Now
There was
I have
a lot more than
I
that
have
involved
hold
with
on.
tripping
I
over
have
the
I
fan.
have a question for that. I've never tripped over a fan at the bottom of the stairs. Who did?
Joey.
Joey. Oh,
In-
look, Beer
in
Stomp Jr.
In his defense, we split 3 large 10% bottles of beer before he tripped over the fan at the bottom of the stairs.
So hold on. Split. Hold on, Joey. Hold on. You split 3 10% beers. So that means that's 5, 10, 15% of alcohol in 3 beers.
Wait, no, wait.
No.
No. I'm gonna
No,
add
that
on
means
to that
he only
because
had
there was a
1.5
balance point
beers.
that I had before
Right.
that was a giant 10% to 2. So I
No.
had 4 of them.
See, Joey, you're just making it. You sound like Avenatti now. So just stop.
And they were also
Help, help, I'm
750
being
milliliter
repressed.
bottles, too.
Okay, tonight I've already killed half a bottle of fucking 100 proof whiskey. What?
Yeah, but you've gone pro.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
I'm not going to debate that fact. I have actually gone beyond pro. I'm a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
So.
Jim is no longer eligible for the Olympics.
Right. I'm
Semi-pro went full.
I've retired and I've already been inducted into the Whiskey Hall of Fame. So.
I'm still just going for that gold medal.
Oh, Christine, you're there, darling. You hung with Hornet Fixer on a gallon of fucking Sailor Jerry.
And that was good stuff.
Yes, it was. And I have to get a huge package up to you and Eric. More for you than Eric, because Eric.
It was also
is.
incredibly fun to film that too.
There still is
Did you
Sailor
film that?
Jerry.
Of course, I filmed parts of that.
There still is Sailor Jerry left downstairs. It's safe
Yeah.
from me. I can't drink it.
There's not that much. There can't be.
Yeah, there's. Yeah,
Well, yeah, out of a
you
gallon.
assholes killed
There's,
it.
there's a half inch out of a gallon. Yeah, there's still some left. It's a half inch out of a gallon jug, you asshole.
Probably all just backwash too.
Well, no, I didn't drink straight out of that motherfucker. No.
Well, Christine seems to have that habit.
What?
Dawson, all we see is a reflection on your phone.
A habit of what?
Pound of the bottle.
Sailor Jerry.
Oh.
Well, yeah, Christine. Are you kidding me? We were actually live that night on fucking air, weren't we?
Yeah, we
Mhm.
were.
Yeah.
We were.
That's when Jim was sitting going, wait, no, wait,
No,
wait, shh, wait. I'm like, wait, what the fuck am I waiting?
You're lucky I didn't go. Everybody, hey, everybody, hey.
Wait. Shut up, wait.
You can delete that picture now.
That's the Sarah Jerry lighter. Yeah. I remember that.
Schweitzer has that same lighter.
And actually, I have a bottle of a Harley Davidson limited edition bottle of Sailor Jerry to send to Christine with the six pack of beers and the 2 bottles of hot sauce and the beer shirt to send to Eric. So
Okay.
yes, I've been collecting shit for like the last year, and I keep forgetting to send it.
Fury TV says he remembers that.
Yes,
That's
it
when you
is
guys
a
filmed
round black cylindrical tube with a orange cap and a limited edition Harley Davidson inspired Sailor Jerry bottle inside of it.
Oh, shut the front door.
Okay, it's cold out.
Yeah. Why the fuck is it open?
Just you having a hot
Because we have hot flashes. What are you, stupid?
That's why the fan was on.
2007.
Who said Sturgis? I saw Sturgis. What?
I don't know. I didn't see
I
it.
got that shit all the way back.
Oh yeah, Poco Loco. Well, that's because he lives off that fucking place.
Harley.
I've been living in Jacksonville, Florida for what 35 plus years, and I've never gone to Daytona when it was Bike Week because it's a fucking zoo down there.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's a zoo.
Basically,
it's a
sweaty
zoo.
traffic jam.
Oh my god, it is just unruly down there. It's just stupid.
I made the mistake of going down there on my bike one year whenever I lived in your area, and yeah, I wouldn't do that ever again.
Bad.
Oh, it's horrible. It's everybody, even like I have friends that they go down there every year, and they say every year they come back and go, God, I'm never going again. Fucking next year, there they go.
They're there.
Yeah.
You know, but living here, you can drive back. You know, you can get down there and go.
home.
Yeah, I just drive home and go back down 2 days later or whatever. You know, it's no big deal. That's
Yeah,
a
my
cold
aunt
ass.
still
Now in
lives there.
February, that can be a cold ass ride back to Jacksonville.
Yeah, what's it get, like 60?
Yeah,
it's in
40
February.
degrees.
Well, yeah, the first
That's
bike
right.
week, bike week's in February, and then it's right before the Daytona 500, and then the second big one is Biketoberfest, and they say is good, but it's getting worse. Yeah, it's getting too big. So
I was there. I was at Daytona just once, and it was I had a blast. I loved it.
well, no, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's a blast. I like going down there like right at the very beginning. I've gone down there a few years. Like the first day or two, you just take off work and go down there and hang out. It's fun, but after the third, fourth, fifth day, whatever, it's like, oh
no,
my god,
no. I'd like to just go there to see the bikes, check it out, spend the day, and then be done.
Paco. I got a fart, but I don't think it's just a fart.
Thanks for
It's too loud.
sharing.
You're too old. I've been to Sturgis 4 times. I think the ride there and back was more fun than the actual being stuck in the crowds while there. You know, you're not the only person that has said that. I've had some friends that actually went to Sturgis just a few years ago, and they said the same thing too.
Douglas,
Yeah, my
good
buddy
idea.
used to live out there. He says pretty much the same thing.
Douglas has a good idea
Yep.
for you, Christine.
Yeah,
What's that?
Make it so, number one.
Maybe, Miss B, maybe someday you can get Mr. Holster on your show talking about the ranch. Yeah.
Need to bring my four-wheeler to go check out the ranch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I need to swing by, pick me up. We need to go ring some steel on the hard target range.
What are you talking about? You're way up there. Me and
Yeah,
Mr.
but you
Holster
love
are down here.
You said you love driving.
I drive for a living.
He's got this look on his face like, did you forget what I do?
Actually, and let me translate. He has this look that just says, fuck you.
You're number one. I want a pic of Eric riding bitch behind Christine along the lake. We did that. We did that. Remember?
Yeah, the fucking Harley Davidson
gosh.
crew rode up alongside us and gave her the thumbs up.
Yes.
Nice bitch you got on the back of that bike. Coming back from
Poco Loco, nut the butt.
Nope.
Coming back from Castle Danger.
Yeah. That's a nice drive up the shore
Hell yeah.
for bikes. It really is. No,
And
it's
with that, there's
So since they stopped doing pull tabs in like 75, and since, alcohol doesn't age while it's inside its container, that beer should be okay to drink, right?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
they still had. Well, I know a lot of the local breweries when I was growing up, they used pull tabs up until about 80, 81, 82 maybe. Because there was like I said, a lot of the local breweries that I drank, because they were cheaper, one, and more plentiful. They had pull tabs up until I went in the Navy. So
basically, anything with a pull tab should be at least at this point
at
close
least
to
40 years old.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah.
Remember, kids, if you see a pull tab, make sure you drop it in the beer. That's what I was actually taught. That's actually what I was taught when I was young. You pull it off.
Right.
I go, okay. No, put it in the beer. Like, why the hell would you take a sharp piece of metal and put it in the beer? Now drink it. It's like, what the fuck?
all the spots that you're
So it wouldn't be on the ground to cut your
allowed, you're
feet
too
when you
old
were
to mention.
barefooted.
I would love to
That's
go
right.
there.
So it cuts your throat when you're drinking.
Well, if you're going to let a big piece of metal go down your throat, you're a dumbass.
Well, I'm chugging.
Joey doesn't have a gag reflex.
Really? You're going to chug and not know that's there, and like you're not going to feel it hit your teeth or your
What do you
tongue
think
or
happened
anything
after
else?
he tripped over the fan?
Tripped it. So it was like Joey was like eating turkey. He tryptophan.
There you go. That's right.
Wait, I had. Well, obviously nobody.
So
else
he
can
was
see it, but I'll
falling
show
asleep.
you later
What you're saying is he was falling asleep walking down the steps.
He sounds like he's trying to talk, but he's juggling balls in his mouth or something.
Well, Joe.
Is this
Well,
for real?
we know Joe's got balls on his chin. So
I didn't know we
Since
had a
that's-
Duluth Brewing Company.
Yeah, here's the joke part,
The
though.
big boat.
Duluth Brew House,
Yeah.
Duluth Brew.
brewed by Barley Jones Brewing Company, New Richmond, Wisconsin.
I know. I was looking at that.
It's like, what the fuck? We can't even make our own beer here?
Mr.
big boat
Holster
beer.
left you a message, Jerry.
It's illegal to have a gag reflex in you.
That's because you all suck dick.
Joey can't even buy soda.
I could buy
What?
soda.
Or
Just
is
a
it
small
pop? Is it pop or soda, Joey?
It's the city. You can't have over
It's-
20 ounces of soda.
Joey, that's not the question. Listen up.
If it was the question.
The question was,
I
is it
could
pop
buy a
or
2-liter
soda,
bottle.
Is
Joey?
it
It's
pop or
soda.
soda?
No.
Soda.
Isn't it soda?
Just tell him
It's
it's
soda
neither.
up
Say
in
it's
the- in
neither.
England.
Say it's
Everything's
neither.
a Coke.
It's tonic. It's tonic.
No, that's in fucktard. We're gonna rip your face off Maine because we're all Stephen King.
Yeah, everything is Coke.
No, that's down south.
No, down
So-
south it's soda.
Soda?
Yeah, J Dog,
Well-
you're right. It's pop. It's pop here.
Yes, where I grew up, it was pop.
So is
But
it duck,
what-
duck, goose, or duck, duck?
What?
Say it.
Well, for Joey at the truck stop, it's definitely pop.
So
Or is
and
it-
duck,
His pop, her pop, that one's pop, anybody's pop. Is that your
So-
pop? Yeah, bring him over here.
so Douglas says drinking the tab is not the problem. Shitting it out is the scary part. Can you imagine passing a pool tab? That's gonna hurt.
Oh my god.
Well, Uncle Shfinky's not going to like that.
Uncle Spanky's not gonna
Hey, if you buy a
See, this is why you can't help me out. I have Tourette's, and then John records, and then John goes, "I've got that," and then he's going to use it against me in the future.
This is going to be
Exactly.
one hell of a girls promo.
No! Oh my god, please tell me you fucking recorded that.
Oh, it's all on tape.
Uncle Spinky is.
That's gonna
Please
make a
send
great.
me-
That's gonna
please
make a
send me
great
just
opening.
Just that part. I need just that part for Sunday chat. Please.
Spinky's not
And the
gonna
shitter.
like that.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Wait, what Eric's saying, oh my god, what did I do? I don't, I'm just rude? What?
No.
If you drink 3 or 4
I don't
pull
know.
tabs and fart, you make a propeller
Brrr.
out of Uncle Spinky.
Uncle Sneaky will sound like a propeller.
hopping in the tub, shooting around.
I'm just thinking Uncle Shfinky ain't going to like that shooting around up there.
Oh my god.
If you're in the bathtub, you
I
could be
see me.
motorboating.
Motorboat.
See, I didn't bring this up, and you all are talking about
Shitter
shitters.
talk. Shitter talk.
Look, it's 10, we have 8 minutes left in the show. It's shitter talk.
I didn't
Welcome to
start
Shooter
this.
Talk. All right, night.
At least
night
we're not
TV.
talking
Good
about
night.
my cat.
Good night, Beard and CB.
Oh,
Night,
good night.
night, CB.
We started the evening off with Christine having all sorts of interesting things to say about Jolson's
I just
cat.
had Tourette's. I'm sorry, I have Tourette's. That's
You have
my
Tourette's.
defense.
Really? You have Tourette's.
Drank a whole bottle of Tourette's.
I have her on. I have her on tape going. I never dreamed Jolson's cock would get such mileage.
My cat.
And it makes a funny noise when you squeeze it.
Jolson's got his bong.
What is that?
That's his bong.
I don't know what.
Did you say bong or bomb?
I'm not touching that.
It looks like a
It looks like a
bullhorn.
It looks like a blowhorn.
Yeah.
And wait a minute, is that
Yeah.
a blowhorn for his what?
Do what?
Oh, good night, Mr. Holster.
It's a blowhorn for his cack.
Kick.
Oh, cousin Jimmy and Jack pulled up
Nice.
outside Mr. Holster's
Mr.
gun.
Holster.
Night, Mr. Holster. That's mean, Jim. What the fuck did I? You know what? Never mind. I honestly, actually, I don't give a shit.
The hell, bong?
I got 8 minutes. I'm
Night,
gonna go
Mr.
make
H.
another fucking drink.
Oh my heavens!
You put your weed in it. Yeah, okay.
The cat.
And his
Says
cat.
J Dog. See, this is the only reason why you want me to stick around is because I have Tourette's. I just spill things out of my mouth, and then John records it, and then he's going to use it against me later on down the road.
You know, Christine-
It's all your fault, Aaron.
Christine,
The
Christine,
moose snapper.
you keep using that word. I don't think you understand what it means.
I know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Uh huh.
And
your show tomorrow is going to be Illuminati. you studying? Are you getting some of those good facts?
Yeah, I'm going to go back and look at the documentary that they did and take some notes from there, and then do some more research, and so we'll have a good amount of material to talk about tomorrow night.
I think it's going to be a fun show. Conspiracy Night with Miss Boney.
Actually, Illuminati's actually been around for a long.
Oh yes.
I mean, the whole idea of it's been around for a very, very like almost as long as the Freemasons.
Knights back in the days of Knights Templar.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Which actually folds into the Freemasons. So it's like a whole big. And by the way, speaking of conspiracy theories, I think I have little tiny aliens living in my house because, like, all of a sudden I have like little tiny crop circles appearing in my carpet.
Crop circles?
I swear to Christ, dude.
It's the fucking.
That's actually
Wookiee.
Tilly's piss marks.
No, trust me, I know Tilly's piss marks. These are not them. And even when
you're at work,
right? And even when I go, Tilly, come here, and I sit down, and she comes over, and I say, "What are these?" And she looks at me like I didn't do that. But if I if I say, Tilly, like she chewed on the carpet or the rug, and she goes, I say, Tilly, did you do this? She dips her head and turns away like I didn't do that. No, Tilly looks at those and like, hey man, that wasn't me. So.
You're not putting that on.
Like I think I got little aliens and little alien spacecraft running around my house or whatever, and it's like, hey, look, we're gonna freak this asshole out on this shit.
Brian says you got tiny aliens and midget hookers.
Yes, well, tell the midget hookers to stay. The tiny aliens got to go. Midget hookers and paraplegic fucking sluts. I'm all about it.
Wow.
She looks like her wheelchair is rusty. I'll take it.
I'll fucking play your game.
I got some WD.
Yeah, fuck. I got all kinds of gun lube out there. It ain't gonna squeak too much longer.
Paco says every man should be with.
And I still don't know why Eric's mad at me. I not Eric. Not you. The other Eric.
I think he's just teasing you. He's just teasing you. Calling you meanie.
No, I don't think he is.
He's probably menstruating.
Is that what? Oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have tons of lube for my gun. That was with a long silent S.
The bush.
In the bush. Yeah. Lube. He said lube. And no, they're not. No, see, there's no anal probes at Jim's house. That's one way. Exit only. I even have a sign on my toilet that says exit.
Uncle Streaky ain't gonna like that either.
I'm done. I'm out. That's it. That's all I got. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Tip your waiters and waitresses. We're done. And please, Jolson, tell me she can't hear what we're talking about.
I don't think
she can't hear a word.
Okay, thank you. She's a cutie.
Oh, look at her cute.
She's just a cutie, that's for sure.
She's adorable.
Yes, she is. Lucky man, lucky man. Is she watching? Oh.
Uh-oh.
Click on Eric. Yeah, click on Eric's screen.
Yep.
Yeah, want to watch Scrat Nut?
No, I am so glad she can't hear you.
Wait for it. Oh,
dude, do you know how sick and perverted you are right now?
And good night.
Hit the button, John. Hit the button because this is starting to get into a pedo thing here. I'm sorry, Jolson. We are so sorry, buddy.
And Eric's line is now open.
Yeah, and that leaves Eric. And hello, the host.
How about some Squidward?
You're gonna wrap this up there, Wingman?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock there, Keller.
Okay, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us.
Just take control of the whole show.
His Bomi zone.
It's the locked and loaded zone. In the hangar.
In the hangar with Miss Bomi.
It's in the hangar with the loaded Bomi.
It's all in the
Bomi's loaded
shitter.
tonight,
In
you
the
figure
shitter.
it out.
In the shitter.
And we are broadcasting from the bush. From the
From
bush.
the bush.
And there she goes into the. She is so cute.
I'm pushing the button.
Oh, okay,
Push
thanks
the
everybody for
booty.
joining us tonight. Eric's busy doing something. I don't know what.
His hands
Pushing
are...
the booty.
And keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your hands inside of the ride until it comes to a complete stop.
Button pushed.
And it's in the bush.
In the
Joe and
bush.
John.
Show's over.
Shoot the moon.
Hashtag be like Ed.
What the?
Don't contact me.
Oh, fuck. Don't talk.
You gotta shoot the button.
Heidi ho!
Did we push the button yet? Have we? Is the button
Get
been
the
pushed?
fuck out of here.
Yes, the button's been
Push it
pushed.
real good.
Push it real good.